This is Series 1, Episode 85. Today is the 23rd of October 2021 and this is the weekend stock market update. In this video I'm going to give my opinion on the market conditions, then I'm going to do something slightly different and talk about an individual sector. Because I can see professional money flowing into a specific sector in the stock market, so I want to delve deeper, show you what I'm seeing and to talk about some individual stocks as well, and give some trade ideas. So if you're interested in my analysis, please stay tuned. Of course, I have to make this disclaimer, everything I talk about in this video is for informational purposes only. If you decide to take action upon that information, that is your decision. You are responsible for all of your trading decisions. So let me get into it, guys. The first thing to note is that we are now approaching earnings season, so we can expect some volatility in various stocks across the market, so just bear that in mind. Earnings season is upon us. So this is a Nasdaq daily chart. I've talked about all this in previous episodes. I thought we were going to head down here, we didn't, and as soon as I could see the price action to tell me the direction was changing, I called it and been bullish ever since. So I'm bullish on all markets at the moment until further notice. I can see some weakness here, but I think that's temporary. We might see a bit of a pullback before making further highs. So that's the Nasdaq Dow Jones. We've made a new high. Again, we have a candlestick here that shows indecision, possible weakness there, and maybe a pullback. I don't know, but I would expect a pullback at a high like that. So look at that solid move up. We should expect some breathing now. The stock market to take a breather, so I would expect a bit of a pullback. And the same on the S&P 500. The same bar, indecision there. Big up move, very, very strong. We ought to take a breather now. I would definitely expect to see a bit of a pullback, so just bear that in mind. Now, I mentioned a sector at the beginning of the video, so let me talk about that now. I always use Yahoo Finance just so that you can follow my trade ideas and my analysis, because you can pull this same information up on your charts using Yahoo Finance. Now, the sector I want to talk about is the energy sector, because look at this is a bigger time frame, just to give you an idea of where price was in the past. I'm talking about an ETF, an exchange traded fund, ticker symbol XLE. So you can pull this chart out yourself. Now look at the volume first of all down there. Look at all the volume here. A lot of interest in this area. That's interesting for me. And now look at this area here. I'll quickly draw in a box here. I'm doing this freehand. You can see how price has been contained in this box. Let me zoom in a little bit closer just so you can see what's happening here. I've come down to a daily time frame. Each bar is one day's worth of price action. And look at that, guys. Now I know these lines aren't ideal, but I just did them in quickly, drew them in quickly. But you can see we're breaking out on the ETF in the energy sector. And we've got high volume down here. A lot of interest in this sector. So I've started to delve deep and I've pulled some stocks out which I think are high probability stocks in this area. So let me talk about them now. First stock is SM Energy, ticker symbol SM. This is what, I don't really talk about this. I talk about flag patterns, but I don't talk about high type flag patterns. This is what you call a high type flag pattern. If we break out, guys, above this high here, literally 10 cents above that high, that's a confirmed breakout again. And you can expect often to see a 15 to 20% gain very, very fast. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm just pointing out that that is the first stock I can see where we have this high type flag formation. We've got consolidation here. Looks like it's winding up to go again. Ticker symbol SM. Add it to your watch list. As I say, if we break this high, I think it's going to move very quickly. Second stock. Ticker symbol PVAC, again energy related. Exactly the same, high type flag formation, and if we break this high here, we are going to probably see a fast move. So again, you might want to add that one to your watch list. The next one is ticker symbol VET. Exactly the same. Now these are lower price stocks, so a bit more volatility, but we break this high across here, guys, by around 10 cents. You can expect to see a move very fast. on these formations. They're called high type flags. If you want me to do a video on high type flags and why they're so powerful, I will do. So please comment on that if you want me to. But this is another one, guys. So that's 3 stocks now, and the ETF all showing the same kind of breakout possibility. Another one there. So let's make a note of that one. VET. Next one. This one did form a high type flag, broke out. I'm not saying this is such a good one, this particular stock, CRK, but again, it is energy related, so you might want to add that to your watch list. The next one is ticker symbol CPE. Now this to me is a high type flag, but it's forming a cup of handle as well. Here's your cup base, and there's your handle. I've drawn that in really quickly because I talk about all this all the time anyway. So you might want to add this to your watch list, guys, because I think that if you draw a trend line like so down there, and you see price breaking out of that trend line, that's a possible buy signal. What I would say though, with these cup of handles, you can often expect to see a bit more volatility, so you might want to put your stop loss down there. So I'm just highlighting stocks to you because they're all in the same industry, energy. Now the next 2 stocks that are the important ones, and I've talked about one of them before. I talked about this one in episode 83, ticker symbol GEL, Genesis Energy. Well, I'm already in this stock. I'm not going to tell you where I bought it because I don't want the professionals to hunt my stop loss. So I often find my stop loss gets hunted when I put it onto YouTube, so I'm not going to talk about where I've put that. But I am in this stock now. I believe this is a cup of handle breakout, and I've talked about it in episode 83, as I said. So that's another one. And then this next one is a new one. This is ticker symbol CEQP. Now the name doesn't suggest what it's involved in, but it's involved in natural gas and shale. So look at this one, guys. This is also a cup of handle. I hope my charting software doesn't mess this up. Let me just try and do this. Cup. I'm doing this really roughly. I'm sorry about this. Cup of handle. This is a cup of handle situation on this one as well. Now let me remove that drawing and let me zoom in slightly. So bear in mind this is a cup of handle, ticker symbol CEQP. We also have this flag. Look at the flag. It's consolidating. Is this stock about to break out as well? Now, I'm just going to make an idea for you. Give you an idea, sorry. I think this is a buy already at $30. Now, that's just my opinion. I think it's about to break out. So let me analyse that a little bit more for you and give you a possible trade plan on this particular stock. I've zoomed out on this. I think this is a buy at $30. Stop loss could... No, like I said, I hate talking about stop losses, but I like to be transparent. Stop loss at 25, and I would expect to see price to at least test that previous high here. And then if you get anywhere close to that, as soon as you do, you could potentially put your stop loss to break even so you can no longer lose any money. And then see, you could either take profit or see if it goes higher. But that's another trade idea there, guys, on ticker symbol CEQP. So I'll give you a lot of information there on the energy sector. I hope you find it useful. Please let me know how you get on. I'll speak to you soon in another video.